zobaczmy, co z Diane jest grane, czyli z żoną Ryka.
Diane is really nice. She helps out at Glazier's, organizes the Christmas party, that sort of
Christmas
thing.
party można też
We have
pisać.
two kids, really sweet kids.
Czy jak się nazywają? Ewa i
She
Hania?
used to look out for me when I worked there.
Okej.
Work też można wypełniać ten. Ona o pracy, tu może coś tam wyjdzie, gdzie ona pracowała oprócz.
Dobra, patrzmy dalej.
O, tu z gitarą przyszła na przesłuchanie?
Bo ona śpiewaczką jest.
Yeah, that's Simon's watch.
Watch.
It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift.
Steel.
It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time. You must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
A, żona, okej. O Jezu, proszę.
Lećmy dalej.
Not really. He would go to the pub. He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be us returning the favour. Diane is a really good cook, into her trendy ingredients. And the last time Simon cooked something off MasterChef, he got the recipe off Ceefax, and I did my Lloyd Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines. I had to find fennel from the supermarket. Have you ever eaten fennel?
Nie wiem, co to jest fenel.
Też nie wiem.
Szczerze mówiąc. Dobra, jest gitarką.
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing. And they get on so well. Unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
Weź gitara.
Właśnie wpisałam. To możemy teraz wpisać gitar.
O, ja zapisałam. O, patrz, gra.
No. No, Simon didn't play guitar. He wasn't very musical. He liked to listen, but he was tone deaf.
Okej. Czyli ona była taką artystką.
Yes. Yeah, it's my guitar.
Okej. Mamy tu. O, 2 minuty. O, to będzie długie.
Gdzie tatuaż?
You want me to play something? I'm not the world's greatest guitar player. Okay. Probably needs tuning. No.
O.
How about a traditional ballad? Should be right up your street.
O Boże, przepraszam.
There were two sisters came walking by the sea. Oh, the wind and the rain. The eldest one pushed the other one in. Oh, the dreadful wind.
Sisters też.
No wpisałam.
Okej.
So they both fell in love for the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. But he only cared for the youngest one. Oh, the dreadful wind. Oh, the eldest envied her sister fair. Oh, the wind and the rain. With a pretty little face and a long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. So she pushed her in and held her down.
Woda.
Oh, the wind and
To co
the
opowiadała o tym.
rain. watched her as she slowly drowned. All the dreadful wind
Taka ballada, wiesz. Dwóch siostr.
O śmierci.
floated up and she floated down.
Powinna jeszcze się uśmiechać.
The wind and the rain floated till a ship came by. All the dreadful wind and rain. Out comes the captain's son. Oh, the wind and the rain. Father dear, here swims and swan. All the dreadful wind and rain.
Brawo.
So I think that's a good place to stop.
No. Tak myślisz? Jest.
Wyśpisz son. Swan, teraz pisz. Weź pisz ocean. Blond.
Water może.
Możesz water wpisać.
Jest. Coś.
No. I've had enough coffee for today, thanks. Glass of water.
Okay.
Wpisz blond.
Nie.
Tak mi się wydaje.
Jest.
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean, could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
Trochę jest w ogóle ten dollhouse jakiś taki porąbany, co?
Jest, owszem. Który zajmuje cały strych.
This other person doesn't exist.
Nie, skąd
I
to
don't
znam?
know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything. Have you looked at the cat flap?
Weź pisz romance.
Nie. Seks?
Możesz pisać seks.
Chciałam napisać. Jest!
Patrz ile seksu.
Chciałam to wpisywać, jedziemy.
Really?
Mhm.
You're going to ask me about my sex life?
Oczywiście.
No jak?
Isn't that private?
No nie bardzo. Mąż
Tak.
nie żyje, nic nie jest już prywatna
Chcemy wiedzieć,
kobieta.
z kim się puszczasz psychicznie.
Are you married?
A co ci to obchodzi?
How is your sex life?
To ja cię przesłuchuję.
Mści się.
Tak, ale przepraszam, to...
Dobrze, nie przejmuj się nią, słuchajmy dalej.
So, our sex life is probably fairly average for a couple after 10 years of marriage.
Czyli generalnie bzykają się.
Od czasu do czasu.
No, praktycznie w ogóle z tego co...
No, you're talking to the wrong person if you think I'm some kind of slut. If you think I'm the kind of person that would have had sex with all those guys.
O!
Grubośnie chciałam zdradę, gangbang. Chciałam zdradę sprawdzić.
No, I was 15. Carl was older. 17, I think.
Jaka tu podajka?
I was really into him,
No bo to jest Ewka.
regardless of how he actually behaved. Lots of drunken teenage sex.
Okej.
To blowjob teraz
We did
wpisz.
it in a church once. It's stupid. So he got tired of us and we split up
Of
after
us?
6 months.
W sensie,
It
aha.
was sad, but
Of us, czyli jej i Hany? Czy
Nie, ich.
Wiem.
really important to you.
Ich racja.
No? Family.
Na pewno.
Jasne, a może...
Karla wpisz teraz.
A może... dziewictwo.
Na razie Karla.
Karl Papa. O, jest Karl jeszcze tutaj. No jest.
Was he my first? No need to be so coy. No, he wasn't my first.
Tu ta opowiada tak bez scen,
Tak.
nie? A tamta się tak
He was
wstydzi.
a local boy.
Aha, czyli z Karlem była pierwszy
He was
raz.
a bit of a shit. But he was sexy. We were 15.
Nie, on był starszy.
Tak,
Mówiła wcześniej, że był
ona miała 15, on miał 17.
Ale powiedział we were 15.
Tak, teraz tak, też to zauważyłam. Muszę się pierdzieli wszystko.
Family. So, Carl fucked off, and then there were other boys here and there, and and then Simon.
Ten jedyny.
Na pewno.
Szmaciura.
Difference is, she's a better driver than me. She passed the test for us. I tried to take it and nearly crashed the car. Learned that you can't rely on confidence to get you through everything. She is the shy one. She was especially shy around boys.
Hanna.
Hanna.
Hannah liked a boy. I would have to pursue him. It was that way with Carl. I
Właśnie.
met him first. She had such a crush. I let him take my virginity after a night.
Virginity
that was
wpisz.
bad. It got difficult. When I was with Carl, we would have sex, but Hannah couldn't let him see she was a virgin.
Albo
She
virgin.
had lots of excuses. After a while, we decided that I should take Hannah's virginity.
Co?
It's not that different to a bruise, pulling a tooth, a graze.
Z czego pijemy wodę, kiedy w to gramy?
After that, we took him in turns, though. I was always the one who seduced the boys. Until Simon.
Chyba nie chcę wpisywać
Hairbrush?
hairbrush.
Hannah was so smitten with Simon. She started getting jealous, didn't want to share. Even the first date, we went to see Tom Cruise at the Old Odeon. We both went, kept changing places in the toilet. We only had one best dress, so we had to keep swapping clothes.
No bo to tak jakby one były bliźniaczkami, tak?
Tak.
Trzeba będzie twins
The
pisać.
next date, it was my turn. At the end, I let him kiss me, but that was it. We didn't want another Carl on our hands, and the Ouija board had said to hold back.
Uczia może.
After that, it was Hannah's turn, and she slept with him. Broke the rules. Deliberately broke the rules. She wanted to be the first to sleep with him.
Teraz to tak brzmi, jak to były dwie osoby przesłuchiwane.
I mean, that's when she
Pregnant.
got pregnant.
Pregnancy.
From that one time.
Nie, pregnant możesz wpisać po prostu. O Boże,
Dobra, weź
to
wpisz
się
twins
robi.
najpierw.
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question?
Oburza się o wszystko. Wkurza mnie ona.
Are you out of your mind? Twins?
Okej. Trud jakby nie kumała w ogóle o co
Tak.
chodzi.
Florence took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
Okej, a Florence wpisywałyśmy?
Nie, jeszcze nie.
Mhm.
Ale mam zapisane.
There were always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more important than the other characters in their stories. We knew we were like that. Twins. Magical.
Magic.
We were the princesses. We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had a pride of place.
Atykiem też wpisałaś, tak? Co? Cały czas spada to słowo.
When her engagement was announced, we were obsessed with everything she did. And later, when her life went so bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew a line under things.
Family wpisz.
Czekaj. A to jest co? Aha, to same wpadłyśmy na to. Możemy tak robić, tak?
Co?
Zobacz. Quick search and
Aha, okej.
if you're working commands to search. Okej.
A, czyli na później.
Aha. Really. Okej.
Okej, a to co to jest?
Aha, to chyba te zielone, ile już odkryłyśmy z całego. No to
Niewiele.
Jest wiele. Okej.
Family wpisz. Potem Florence wpiszemy.
Yeah, when I was at school. I worked part-time in the front shop. It was sort of an extended family thing. My dad used to work there, my mum worked there before I was born. I took care of paperwork, filing, typing out invoices, that kind of thing. It was a good job for a girl back then. I didn't work a till or anything though. I was quite shy, so I wouldn't have liked to have worked a till.
Okej.
Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. All the papers, letters, that kind of thing.
No to jakaś taka gruba opcja z tą Florence jest.
I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand, I guess. I just put it together later, once I was older.
To gdzie ona mieszkała od tego 8 roku życia?
She had loved children, planned to have a large family,
Nie mogła mieć dzieci.
but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. Honour the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
Okej.
Mamy jeszcze
Jedno.
No, it was just me and her. It was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember, that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood.
To jest skomplikowane. Cholera jak wie, czy to jest jedna osoba, czy dwie osoby. Florence miałyśmy wpisać. Tylko jeden nam został.
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It
Jasne.
wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror.
Cały czas te
She
lustro.
was me.
And she had my life. Wpisz sister.
Boże. O nie,
Co?
Przepraszam.
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting.
Herbata urodzinowa.
Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had. She knew that instant. The look on his face.
Teraz to już się fakty zaczynają mieszać,
No,
bo
ja
w ciąży
też-
była Hanna tak naprawdę.
No tak. Już mi się też pierdzie i wszystko.
She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. called me sister on the phone. She never calls me that.
Tak jakby na tamtą zwala winę.
My sister is gone.
Uśmiech
She's
taki,
never
nie?
coming back.
Zobacz, jak się uśmiecha.
To jedna osoba wciąż jest, tak. Poczekaj.
Pregnant?
Pregnancy, no możemy wpisać pregnancy. Nycy.
Można baby to.
Hannah had a miscarriage.
Okej, poroniła.
This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile.
Bezpłodna.
Uśmiecha
But
się.
like the universe had corrected its course. We were aligned again. But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now.
Przecież mieszkali w domu Hany.
Position after he left school. And then
And then wpisz.
Co to? Jezus.
Wpisz and then.
Okej.
then my parents died.
To jest...
It was the worst year of my life.
Parents.
A miscarriage and then my parents.
To jest Hanna.
Mhm.
Okej. Nie, to oglądałyśmy.
From when I woke up. Okay. I woke up. Simon was already up and he made me birthday breakfast of eggs Benedict.
Jajka po egipsku.
We both had to go to work, so we saved presents till later. I got to work, had some birthday cake, children sang me happy birthday. Then I came home. The birthday meal was a takeaway, and Simon gave me his present, which I didn't mind.
Co ci
And
tam?
after that, we talked about
Baby,
the
też to
baby.
chciałam wpisać.
Turned into a big argument. Simon left. I was furious. I wanted to get as far away as I could and get some space to think. So I left.
To wygląda trochę tak, jakby ta to była Eve usiłująca naśladować Hannę.
Yes.
Czyli
I got to
Glasgow.
Glasgow. I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from the payphone, and then headed back.
Coś tu pisze.
Let me see. Yes. I drove in here because I remember well I went over the river. And then there was a church there. Yeah. And I probably parked... Well, I remember seeing a street sign called
Princess
Znowu
Street to
ten
jakiś
Prince,
wiem.
tak.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it must be this one. There.
Te księżniczki non stop się
Tak.
tak przewijają, jakieś takie klimaty.
Princess możemy wpisać.
Jest
No, tylko jedno.
We were obsessed with fairy
Fairy
tales.
tales.
Not just the pretty ones, but the traditional ones. They were dark and real, bizarre and violent. Felt like life. We had this huge old book that I think Mum must have bought from a library sale. The illustrations had thin tracing paper over them to protect them. They were in colour, shiny plates. At the front of the book was an index of illustrations. We read that more than the actual stories. We'd read aloud the captions and flip between the pictures. There was something intimate about peeling back the tracing paper and dressing the pictures. Rapunzel's hair is cut. The eagle plucks out his heart. The princess pricks her finger.
Chciałyśmy
zagubiona.
Parents chciałyśmy wpisać, tak? Ja też się czuję zagubiona dosyć
Za
mocno.
dużo jakichś takich odpałów tutaj.
I got pregnant. both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
Aha, z musu.
No ale oni mieli 17 lat, jak wzięli rzekomo ślub.
Tak.
No. I lost the baby. I had a miscarriage at 8 months.
Oj, to późno bardzo.
We carried on living at Simon's parents until, well, it was only a few months after.
Dobra, czyli później się prawdopodobnie do domu jej rodziców Parents death, spróbuj.
A czego?
Spróbuj.
Nie, ale to nie wpisze mi.
No, możesz proszę? A death po prostu. Death.
Tak.
They said it was food poisoning. There was something in the food they ate.
Na
and they
pewno.
had to pick mushrooms, grow them too.
Zatrułaś ich i
They said
zabiłaś.
it was mushrooms.
Ewa. Matka zepchnęła
It
i
was
zabiła.
hard to believe.
I się śmieje.
Death caps. They have a skirt around the cap. My dad taught me
A
that.
ona się nie otruła?
But the police had no reason to think it was suspicious. They lived alone. And no one had any reason to hurt them.
Jasne.
Chyba, że to ty.
Matka się poślizgnęła, ci się zatruli. Bardzo mało podejrzane.
It was a very hard time.
Czyli ona jak miała 8 lat, to
I
się
was
tam...
depressed. Was still pretty sick of the STD.
STD?
And I came down one morning and they were dead. They were in bed and both had been sick. They'd thrown up a lot. And I'd slept through it.
O kurde, empatia stała.
The police said it was mushrooms they ate.
Mushrooms może.
Dad was a mushroom expert.
No właśnie, więc by się nie zatruł takim głupim grzybem,
Tak.
nie?
Taught us how to recognize them.
Tak, tak, to jest ewidentne rozdwojenie jaźni.
Death caps.
Dead caps.
But the police believe that's what happened. They never even looked in the attic.
Dobra, a ty...
Patrz. Że nigdy nie przeszukali jej ten.
Strychu.
Czekaj. Od razu, no? Nie.
Nie, atyk. Co? O, wszystko już wiemy. STD?
Jest.
No. The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard.
Co ona cały czas na
Tak,
tym
tak, tak.
I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig.
Blond pewnie.
Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant.
Z kim?
I
Ciekawostka.
couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers. Drunk guys I'd met in clubs, parks, and
Jezus.
I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us.
Właśnie, betrayal chciałam sprawdzić.
I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD.
To jest jakaś choroba?
Tak, to nie wiem, czy nie jest jakieś wirusowe zapalenie wątroby, czy cokolwiek takiego.
STD?
When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, I questioned. She didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. Found it hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people?
Nie,
And that seemed
płciowo.
like the right
Aha,
thing to
rzeżączka
do.
jakaś, czy coś?
Choroby przenoszone drogą płciową. Sexual transmitted
No, ale
diseases.
wirusowe też może być
We
choroba.
agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in.
Tak, fantastycznie.
And that was the plan.
Okej.
A mushrooms jeszcze chciałyśmy wpisać.
thing was wrong. The bags, I think look in my kitchen, you can probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need. Dad used to grow mushrooms there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours.
Weź wpisz cellar.
Co mam pisać?
Cellar.
It was after dinner. I'd spoken to Sam's parents on the phone. I looked up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there,
Nie, wpisz ring.
about the baby.
Cały
Też
czas
o tym
dotyka tego
myślałam.
pierścionka.
There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with a torch and went straight to the back and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body.
Boli. Czyje ciało?
Mhm.
I screamed and that's when I called the police.
Simona?
Ale to jest 27.
Well, fine, considering. I got back into the house today and that was weird, knowing your people had been there through my things. It's like I've been burgled. And worse, obviously.
Czyli z wolnej stopy.
I haven't looked in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in, as good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get it.
Blood.
No właśnie.
Body, blood.
Back.
And I'm still waiting to hear from the coroner so we can get a date set for the funeral.
Funeral corner, nie wiem.
So,
Powiem ci, że grając, ciężko powiedzieć, że gramy w to, ale że jak rozkminiamy to wszystko i jest kartka, jest długopis, to mi się jest takie stare jakieś przygodówki
Trochę tak,
przypominają.
ale faktycznie miesza to w głowie konkretnie.
Kiedyś się zawsze, wiesz, jakieś zagadki rozpisywało.
Tak, tak, to
teraz
prawda.
tego nie, zazwyczaj się
O
nie
Jezu,
robi.
długie znowu.
49.
it happened very quickly.
O,
We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes. They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us so we could then disprove it rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The
No,
watch,
tylko zapaszek troszkę.
that was my touch. To make sure we had their stock.
dobra, ten zegarek to jest też opcja, że on dostał ten zegarek od tej
Erika.
Diane i Erika, a tamta coś o tym mówiła, że nie mogło być jej w tym samym czasie.
Była w
czy
Glasgow.
coś było, ona była no, że to było alibi jej, tak?
Być
Tak
może.
jak ta powiedziała, że miał alibi.
Wpisz blood.
Okay? I've given blood before. Do you need to take that for your records?
Okej, tu oddaję grę. Zresztą ten
Nothing like this
pierścionek
has
na
ever
mnie.
happened to me before.
Tak, tak, pamiętam o pierścieniu.
Blood. It's probably the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
No dobra, tylko ja nie rozumiem jednej rzeczy.
Poczekaj, obejrzyjmy do końca tą blood i DT i zaraz sobie pogadamy.
Like I said before, it was 3. something like that.
Trzecia.
I walked in, saw Simon. He was on the floor of the living room.
Już?
His throat had been
Tym szkłem.
Jak w piosence, tak?
There was a lot of blood.
Czy nie w piosence?
Nie w piosence, tamta opowiadała o tym, że jakaś ta w peruce coś tam. Kurde, szkoda, że tego nie przypięłyśmy gdzieś.
Instead,
No wszystko musiałabyś przypiąć.
Okej. Dobra, trochę nam się wyjaśnia jakby zbrodnia. Coś za Simonem.
behind him. She had my wig on.
Wig trzeba wpisać koniecznie.
She'd been there all day. And she had blood on her. And she was in shock.
Okej.
Wig wpisz. Jeszcze mam tam body bag i tak dalej.
A wig? You mean... What
Tak.
type of wig?
Blond.
Tak jakby tylko jedna wiedziała o drugiej, a druga o pierwszej nie do końca.
No, I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig?
Taka ciekawa jesteś trochę.
Ta opowie, to wszystko w
Tak.
wydziela.
About 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry. The kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought. I hit her back, left a bruise. I had my wig on from performing and she tore it off. Eventually we grew tired of fighting and
One cały czas się albo tłukła, albo
Tak.
kłóciła, albo nienawidziła, albo kochała, albo nie wiem, po prostu...
Body.
O, są piosenkę,
Tak.
która jest o ciele i się cieszy.
Może dalsza część tamtej.
bruise.
O, dostała tego hita.
I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes.
Jasne.
I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policeman. I found the body.
Tak, szybciutko i strasznie schodzą te.
His body didn't look real. And his throat.
Throat, ten...
Było podrażnięte.
Tak, podrażnięte. Cut.
His throat had been cut.
No właśnie.
And I didn't see his glasses. He has these thick glasses. It doesn't always work.
To już wiemy.
O Jezu,
To będzie dalsza część piosenki, jak nic.
Really?
Nie, inna piosenka będzie.
Here's the rest.
Nie, ta sama.
Laid a body on the doctor. Oh, wind and the rain. Till a fiddler with a fiddle came walking by.
Ona w ogóle nie ma żadnej żeny, że śpiewa takie głupoty.
Nie.
W sensie w ogóle nie myśli o tym, że...
Made a fiddle bow of her long hair. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made a fiddle bow of her long blonde hair.
Właśnie ten blond hair.
Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made fiddle pegs of her finger bows. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made fiddle pegs from her finger bows. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
Ja się cieszę, nie mogę na nie patrzeć, bo mnie strasznie wzruszy.
Oh, the wind and rain. The sound could pierce a heart of stone. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
Yes, please.
But the only tune
Dziękuję.
that the fiddle could play was oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, the only tune that the fiddle could play was oh, the dreadful
Zaraz powinien zrobić takie di. Brawo. O, patrz. O, dziękuję. Nie trzeba.
Anything you sing may be used as evidence against you.
Dobra.